There we go. So, Jahar, I would like for you to take us away on this epic and possibly final CTF match between EG and fnatic.
Actually, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and get the camera on Sturmy right off the bat here.
All right.
Because there is going to be a rush by like Deuce and possibly Lincoln, but it's going to be Sturmy who's going to be making the setup. IED's going to be taken down. Sturmy's got medkit in hand. He's going to be going back up for, you know, a few more armaments. I mean, he's got his time. He's getting set up, but look at this initial pressure. This is actually really good. Even with ID and VG going down, keeping Sturmy from getting a full strong stack. That is so vital right now. Here comes second red armor.
And
he really wants it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, of course, once again, the initial power-up spawn for Quad is anytime within the first minute, and then it's even 2 minutes after that. And here it comes. It's got to come sometime soon. It's random.
Sturmy's crossing his legs.
He's doing the QQ dance, if you will.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So we got Sturmy basically doing what he does best with the quad. He's going to double back to stack
Perfect
up.
timing.
And
100
now
mega health.
is where the hurt begins. ID trying to be sneaky. Get a little bit, not enough damage done, though. Sturmy's still in great shape here.
And actually, look at this. All of EG's rushing out to mid to do the damage against Sturmy.
I think they
just go, all right, this is done.
They watched the earlier games. They know what the problem is. They know how to deal with this.
And it worked. I mean, you saw that Sturmy just stopped moving. He said, all right, this is done. I don't know. Are we going to see Sturmy trying to pull the same trick twice? I think EG made it pretty obvious in that first run that, not Sturmy. It ain't going to be like that.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing. I imagine we're going to hit at some point during this match the same strategy. Yeah. But it's going to be the one where Sturmy like hits all the rails or all the shotgun or all the LG.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden it's like, you know, throwing yourself into a brick wall. I mean, you know, it's maybe fun for the first time. I don't know.
All right, well, ID respawning here. Rocket launcher up. And he's actually going to be looking to set up at mid. It's still 40 seconds to quad, so there's still a lot of hurt to be taken here. And ID got off on the wrong floor. Sparty's up top, looking for the railgun. He's actually got 58% accuracy right now with that thing, so he's definitely getting his licks in up here on top.
Yeah, and he almost gets a beautiful vertical. I believe that was Viju as his target. He's going to back off to make sure the flag is safe and sound. Also stacking up with a bit of yellow and mega. And you know what a nice thing it must be to have such solid communication here at a LAN, to be able to play that essentially center railing position as your main base D. You know, like you know no one's getting past you.
And that communication has to be there, because in order to do that, you do need a little bit more. A little more room to work with. But Clamp is actually the one with the quad this time around. But Lincoln, actually a flag grab. I believe this is actually the first flag touch that we've seen. RJ's out.
Literally.
Lincoln's out for it. And that RJ, I kind of wonder about. I mean, he had quad bearing down on his ass. I mean, I don't blame him that much.
He had to make some kind of decision.
But it was a rocket jump to get to the base of a jump pad. So he pretty much knew what was going to be happening by that point.
Yeah. I mean, there's not enough sneakiness in the world to escape that situation. I'm going to go over to ID. We haven't given him a lot of stream time on Siberia. Beautiful railgun shot by ID. He's got 47% rail at the moment. But, you know, scoreless and literally, you know, one flag touch. And we've got almost 4 minutes burned away. That's a bit of a anomaly, I would say.
Yeah, the quads have actually been kind of back and forth, and we've only seen the one in Sturmy's hands, and actually that's a good sign for EG. The less of that they can have, the better. But where's the follow-up going to be? Where's the actual grabs going to be? ID's got it, but he's hanging on for dear life. He's only got 42 health. He's still away at YA.
Yeah,
but this is where the rest of EG needs to be backing him up.
Strangely enough, ID is somewhat comfortable in this position, especially on this map. We've seen him so craftily and several times before wait and hide and then somehow manage to steal the mega health of the other team, just like we saw him do. Sturmy's able to get the shutdown, but I think we'll probably see that rinse and repeat throughout the course of the remaining 15 minutes. And
at this point, it's totally safe to say that these guys, they knew each other's playbook. I mean, there's a lot of familiarity here with these guys.
Well, sort of. I would say they'd have to get it through playing demos and things because honestly,
well, yeah, YouTube it.
You know, yeah. But EG and Fnatic, they don't get a chance to play against each other except for once a year, and it is right here at Quakecon. So we are watching Viju with a flag run. He's got a little bit of help. He's across center, and this might be the first cap with 19 health. He's trying to get across the speed bump, and he may bring this thing home. He wants to make sure he does not die to a rail. Very nice. Delay. And there it is.
2 health.
Fantastic work to get that armor to make sure he did not die right there to a railgun. Great work by Viju. And that is cap number 1. EG now up by 1. But of course, on Siberia, things can run away because there's only one quad, which tends to tip the scales. We're not going to see it for quite some time, but quite frankly, you know, EG has to feel at least a little bit more comfortable.
Oh yeah!
Now that they're up on a map,
and 2 health Viju was even
enjoy.
Yeah, and 2 health Viju was even able to take out the mole in the base. So
yeah.
Now he's waiting for the next one, and quad. Whatever happened to quad?
Who needs quads when you have a flag, right?
Yeah. Retrospective, yeah. But Lincoln is gonna be coming up for red armor. Viju looking for a steal, not quite gonna get it, but he's happy with himself anyway.
Yes. All right. So we're going to take a look. ID trying to stack up. Well, we're going to see quad in about a minute.
Oh, this is big. This is really big.
Yeah. That was.
It's a steal. I mean.
Yeah. But that's about all it was.
Well, it could very easily turn into more because that's going to give some access to that side of the base. It's going to give some access to mid. And right now, Fnatic is really forced to kind of take a couple steps back and sink in their heels a little bit.
Yeah, and actually, you know what it might upset them the most for is this upcoming quad run. It means only one guy is going to have a red armor at the best. And Lincoln, of course, with 2 health, not going to get very far. We got this quad coming up in about 20 seconds. I'm going to go follow who's setting up for that ID, looking to get some armor. He just grabbed it there, so let's see who else is in center. Lincoln already at the ready with his rail.
There is such a thing as being early to that party, and I really wonder if Lincoln is going to survive this escapade.
Yeah, but look at the positioning here.
Right, he's not really putting himself out in the middle of things, and Dahang's going to be taken down. That's going to be vital here.
Yeah, that's 1 down. Here comes 2. Very forward position, and of course, that's all to give this quad to Sturmy. That's the entire setup. And now he's got
Sturmy's plus forward.
Oh, big shot from the side. That was a rail, and now Sturmy, of course, still trying to barrel in. He does get a little bit of rocket splash, but he's still good to go. He's on the run, and the rail will take him down, I believe.
But he's got both of his teammates up there. Lincoln is going to be looking to get the flag grab, but Clamp is going to be able to get the return.
Yeah, unable to dodge the...
Very nice setup, though.
Yeah, really, I mean, solid teamwork, and we haven't really seen that from EG, but of course they are up by 1 cap, so, you know, who needs the extremely solid, you know, 2 or 3 man push when you've got someone like, you know, ID or, you know, to be the very sneaky player that he is.
Absolutely, and actually taking a look at the kill to death ratios, it's becoming rather apparent that there hasn't been a lot of actual frags being made like in the bases themselves. I mean, it's been a lot of mid play. Of course, the quad swings that drastically into the mid's favor as far as order of control goes, but even then, I mean, Sparty's only got 9 frags and 3 deaths, but then again, only 9 frags.
Right.
And Clamp has only got 9 and 4. So they've been a little underutilized here.
Yeah, and well, of course, we just passed the 12-minute mark, and honestly, I think Fnatic at this point, they're doing most things right. You know, they've gotten the most recent quad. They're able to really put pressure on, but one thing I am seeing, and we've even seen them, you know, push 2-man into the Evil Genius's base, but it never materializes.
And so, Deuce is having a lot of problems even getting there. I mean, right now we've got the camera on him, and, you know, he's looking to do some damage at mid. In fact, doing a pretty damn good job considering only 37% railgun accuracy, which online is very admirable, and in fact it is still admirable, but on a LAN, especially with the kind of accuracies we've been seeing today, you kind of expect a little bit more, especially if he's going to be playing mid that much. But Clamp's going to be getting quad, he's going to be dropping it, and it's going to be Sturmy getting it, but he's very low on health. I don't see this really going anywhere, to be perfectly honest.
But see, there's RA, and there's also the 50 down below who chooses to get it. True. Instead, he's going to go straight.
But where's the route? He's going to be coming up top. ID knows it. The memo's been passed along. Yeah, Sturmy's going to be eating damage his whole way out of mid.
Yeah, so quad's pretty much done at this point. It's just for show. He's able to use it against ID, but look at this. It is setting up a push. But from afar, we've got Clamp OK getting the job done.
Actually, got to give a lot of credit to ID there. He was the one after the quad grab going up top in order to easily determine, okay, which way is Sturmy going? sure he died, but the message got passed along, and
Exactly.
Sturmy ended up paying the price for it.
Yeah, it truly is all about communication and tactics. That was a beautiful display of it. And, you know, what an interesting thing that we're seeing how EG is essentially playing defense against quad by stopping the quad from getting across center. I mean, they literally had, you know, 2 or 3 guys poking out. And
They don't even want him in the base.
Exactly, and just
Don't
stop him
anywhere near
before he
Clamp.
even gets there.
Yeah.
And it's actually really smart because, you know, you've got the 2 choke points. You got the upper and you got the lower, and why let him have a chance to pick a route or maybe steal your RA, right?
Absolutely.
Really, really smart play by EG, and we really have not seen that very often in all the CTF casting that you and I have done, Jahar.
And again, remember, this is Siberia. I mean, when I said that EG is consistent, they've been consistently weak on this map. And so things being this different here, at least initially, again, it's 1 cap only. Things can easily change, but actually the amount of flag grabs, I can count them on my fingers. I mean, it's been really, really back and forth between these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, well, especially when you limit it to the flag grabs that actually get anywhere near center.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Almost nil.
Was it the 1 cap? You know, at this point, you know, it makes you wonder. But Lincoln setting up for a medkit. We haven't given Lincoln a lot of feature here, so we're going to do so now. Of course, we got quad coming up, and oh, what a perfect time to watch Lincoln just lining up the shaft. And of course, Sturmy getting the handoff, the typical handoff for the quad. He is on the
This could
run.
go somewhere.
It really could. Look at this. Free and clear at this point. He's got plenty of armor. He can survive a couple of rails. Down goes ID. That rail was whiffed.
Out to mid.
That one will hit, but medkit in hand.
Medkit.
He's in great shape. Ladies and gentlemen, this should be a tie cap right here at Quakecon 2010 with 8 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. Fnatic has tied it up on Siberia. Clamp trying to get a quick grab and escape, but he actually botches the jump to the top. He's got friends down below, though, and he just hops right over Fnatic, the Fnatic player there. Yeah, a little bit of Super Mario action, and the question is, where is everyone else? Where is the rest of Fnatic?
Wow. Rebound
Really?
to the max.
Really? He's like, hey, someone else go in there and check to see if it's okay.
Yeah, I ain't going in
I'm
there.
not going in there. Okay. Now I'll try to go in there.
All right.
Look at this. We
But
still
here
got
comes
two
V2.
Fnatic in there. It's all about Tahang. Can Tahang get it done? And Clamp, of course, now is Mega. This will be EG bringing it back now 2-1.
Very nice rebound. Very good reading. I mean, you had that, but it was timed off enough to where Fnatic was actually starting to move back out of the base, and that's when the attack really came. It was very effective, very well timed. And even though it nearly didn't happen back at EG's base, they pulled it together. They chose to die in the right places, really.
Yes, why, thank you. I'm so glad you died there. All right. So with EG up, I'll honestly say, you know, maybe Fnatic, they got to start looking at the clock a little bit. You know, yes, 7.5 is still plenty of time to put something together, but such a low-scoring game on Siberia, and honestly, with the way that EG has been able to shut down the quads for the most part, you know,
Yeah, definitely.
spells some trouble for Fnatic. 3 seconds to quad.
If not trouble, it at least spells a lot of time for them as they have to wear down EG.
Let's see who got it. It's Clamp.
It's going to be Clamp, and actually he's into the base. This is actually really the first time we've seen an EG quad run move into Fnatic's base. Mostly it's just been, okay, Clamp, you've got the quad. Okay, that means Sturmy doesn't have it. Good, good job, you're done.
Step 1.
Yeah, okay. But actually, he's out of it. He's out of the meat grinder.
No, not yet. He
One
turns
rail
and
is
fires
going to
off.
take it, but Deuce in the clutch. Very nice work from Deuce there. I mean, he's been a little bit more in the back lines during Siberia, but he's been there where it counts. And right now, keeping this thing within 1 cap keeps Fnatic in the game, really.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, that was getting quite scary, I would say. Because whenever you get a carrier who's able to make it out to center or really close to it, has friends. I mean, that flag was very close to being picked up and carried with an assist. But fortunately, as you said, Deuce getting the clutch shot. So 2-1, 6 minutes remaining. We're going to see the next quad in about a minute. But I want to go find who's trying to make the big press in. Tahang looking to defend his RA, which is up.
Ooh.
That's actually a pretty critical rail. It was before the armor pickup.
Ow.
Yeah, a little bit of a touch on the red flag. Not very far, of course, but you know, we actually
Right now, it's just about pressure.
we've not really seen much from ID. Strangely enough, Tahang is really stacking up here. I think I'm smelling something from him. 30 seconds. So that's a long time to be waiting this out.
Yeah.
I mean, is he like literally just trying to like, you know, like red armor is mine, nana or something? You know, just making sure Fnatic doesn't even touch it.
Could be. I could be utterly mistaken.
Like
but
it's